Your FBI knows about these activities, like gang stalking. Let me tell you the reason why I know. I left Florida around 2014. It was confirmed that I had been harassed by a group called Infact. I also had a confrontation with Freemasons, Jewish people, the Central Intelligence Agency, Citizens Corps programs, local police. So I moved to New Mexico and I found myself being harassed every single day. Every single day. When I bought food, when I took a walk. So I talked to one of these people that was harassing me. They worked for Citizens on Patrol. They came with a group with a bunch of pet bulls. And I asked them, why are you guys doing this? And they're like, the guy told me, he says, look, we're just called to go to a certain area. We get extra money. This can go to barbecues and stuff like that for our neighborhood watch group. So they have these close-knit groups which are trained to do things in certain areas to push people out of the community. So I go to the University of New Mexico to go to the law library, to do legal research, to work on my case. I'm harassed there by an FBI field agent. I go to a school to take a course in the PMP, Project Management Professional, and I'm harassed there. I go to the laundromat, I'm harassed there. Where I eat at, I'm harassed by cops. So it got out of control and I moved to Texas. And every time I would arrive at a place, seconds later, an FBI agent, someone that works for Citizens Corps, would be parked right next to me. And they wouldn't turn their head to the left or to the right. And then the exact moment I leave, they would leave. So after a while, it started getting me annoyed. Being harassed while I'm eating food, at schools, churches, when I took walks. It's like they were trying to make me sick. So the FBI knows about these activities because there was a time that I would go to the Tarleton Law Library. And upon arrival, guess who showed up? An FBI agent. And every time this happened, every single time, I had a cell phone on. But then I did an experiment where after the 10th time going there, I turned my cell phone off. I go there, and guess what? It didn't happen that one time. So I go there again. I turn my phone on, I leave it on. I don't put it on airplane mode, and guess who shows up? The same lady. Well, after so many years of doing this, I put two and two together. The FBI was tracking me through Stingray technology. I also noted that the FBI has lunches and dinners sometimes with members of the CIA, which what I find very weird. One of these guys was networking with members of Antifa, which, by the way, they work in universities. They have groups. So the CIA is able to tap into these groups and local DHS resources. So your FEMA, your Department of Homeland Security, they have to be aware of this. There's no way in the world that Department of Homeland Security can't know about these activities. It's impossible. They would have to know that the CIA utilizes their resources and that there are people being targeted and harassed. Well, what is community mobbing linked to? We hear about cases where people are being bullied and harassed. Well, it's linked to people having issues in school and in the community. So what is the initiative of DHS? We're hearing about them allowing people in our country. It's like, here, come on in. No background check. We don't know if you're from a terrorist nation. And if you're from a terrorist nation, guess what? Let's assign you off. Welcome to America. You need some cash, a free phone, a free apartment. So while we're being targeted, while Americans are being targeted, we're allowing people in here from other countries. And the people that ask for help, guess what? They're denied help. So I moved here to Florida, and I've been harassed in the same exact manner that I was harassed in other states by elderly people. I got 2 days ago, a Jewish guy at the park, different places, upon arrival to different cities in Florida, harassed by people in the same age group, same tax bracket. It's really weird. So you don't hear about me harming these people. I've left to multiple states. This crap has sickened my life. And this is no joke. Here in Florida, we have stand your ground law. So if these people came at me threatening me with the gun, these gang stalkers, they use business owners, 8A business vendors. And I had one, I told them. So look, you've harassed me 5 times a day. You have followed me all over this county. And I told them that if you keep on following me, we're going to have a problem. And I wasn't going to hurt him, but I was going to block his car in so he couldn't leave and call the cops. Because you can't go around following and harassing people and their families while they're eating food, going out harassing people as they drive 30 miles from their home and arrive somewhere and get harassed. So your FBI is highly aware, not like that you're probably being targeted today or yesterday, but they are aware that targeting is real, and they have participated in it. They have worked with the CIA, and they allow the CIA to do this. See, I've mentioned this in prior videos, that in U.S. law, the CIA is not allowed to target people unless it has the approval of the Attorney General and has to be working with the FBI. And there are people literally in every state, they have told me that I have been harassed by the FBI. Not here in Florida, but in prior states. But in this state, the CIA. So they have offices all across Florida. They work on bases. They work with the Army, radical feminists, transgender, Jewish people. Whatever their initiative is, I don't know. But I know one thing, it's not based on counterterrorism. It's not based on peace. It's definitely not based on keeping our schools and communities safe. Because everything they're doing is linked to terrorism. And this is the weird thing. Considering everything they've done to our country, do we hear about Americans doing anything to them? I mean, who's out here looking for them? But supposedly, like 1 out of every 5 Americans is a terrorist. We're a terrorist. You don't like terrorism, then you're a terrorist. You complain you don't want your son Billy taking a shower with Julie because she's transgender. Oh, you're biased, anti-Semitic, whatever. So we live in crazy times, fellow TIs. I mean, I've been harassed so much, it's unreal. I'm tired of it. It reached a point where I will get gassed and I'll be harassed by groups of people. I'll be harassed by Masons, other civic groups, people from out of town. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm tired of talking about it.